Baby, it's cold outside. What's up, everybody? Real Ninja here, back in the galley, about to show you how to make some chicken vegetable soup. You know, it's winter time right now, and it's cold, and when it's this kind of weather, it's nice to have something to warm you up and healthy and hydrating, and that's what this is going to be. So I'm going to show you how to make my ninja style chicken vegetable recipe. First, chop 4 chicken breasts into cubes, you know, about 3/4 of an inch or whatever. So we got the chicken in the saucepan. We're just gonna par cook it. Some butter, not a lot. You need to mix it around, you know, mix it around. Now this is the seasoning I like to use when I do my Mexican style barbecue. When I'm making steak tacos, I use the red one. When I'm making the chicken tacos, I use this. So I'm gonna add a little bit of this in here just because it has a nice flavor for the soup also. Not too much, just a little bit. Generally, when I get a bowl of this soup, I'll add a little bit more of this and whatever else I feel like I might like to have. I don't like to make it too seasoned or spicy because that way it's okay for everybody to eat it. You can add more seasoning later if you want a little more cayenne pepper or whatever you want. So that's enough for now, just a little bit, like maybe a teaspoon, probably not even that. Now the reason why I par cook it before I put it in the pot to make soup is mainly because I want to make sure it cooks, it finishes cooking at about the same rate as the vegetable will. I don't want any raw chicken in there, so I just partially cook it before I even add it to the pot. I mean, you can see, like, it's not all the way cooked. It's just partially cooked. Alright, so we just pull this, put this, bam, right there. Just like that. That chicken juice is good, man. I drink it. I'm gonna shut the heat off on this right now because we gotta prep the vegetables. I'm just gonna pour some chicken broth in here and let that sit while I prep the vegetables. Okay, so the chicken is in the pot with 3 cans of chicken broth. We start out with 3 cans of chicken broth and the chicken in the pot. The heat is off because I'm gonna prepare the vegetables next and just let that sit. I'll show you what it looks like in the pot, then we'll get to the vegetables. All right, so here's our large pot on the stove. 3 cans of chicken broth, the chicken is in there. Now let's go over here and we'll work on the vegetables. We got bok choy, cabbage, scallions, turmeric, ginger, lemon, onion, garlic, and carrots. And if I forgot anything to get it out already, I'll show you if I get it out later. But right now, I'm gonna chop some vegetables up. And when we come back, I'll show you the vegetables chopped and the order in which I add them to the pot. And we will be adding some water to it also. But we'll do that with discretion as we go. So let's get choppy and we'll see you in a minute. We like to cut the carrots small. We don't want big chunky pieces of carrots in there. Kind of like corn kernel size. I'm not going to use a lot of carrot. Just want some in there. I've got about 1.5 onion here. I think that's like 5 or 6 scallions. I would like to have a little bit more. I'm going to go to the store because I forgot celery. I like to throw a couple sticks of celery diced up small in there too. And this is almost 2 cloves of garlic I like garlic. There's good flavor and health benefits from eating garlic. And celery also has good health benefits. Well, this whole entire thing is a healthy meal. But with the carrots, I don't like to go too crazy on the carrots because they have a high sugar and starch content. I do like the flavor of carrots. I do like to have it in there. That's why I'm going to add a small amount, and small pieces. So let me go to the store real quick, right down in the corner store, and grab some celery. Alright, so I just got back from La Tapatia, and I got my celery and my scallions over here. And I also grabbed a chicken breast. I figure I'll add one more piece of chicken. Gonna go ahead and par cook it like I showed you in the pan earlier. Again, just small pieces. About 3/4 inch. Kind of mix it around, Chicken. Boom. And add number four can of chicken broth, because I'm making more soup than I thought. But I will literally eat this like every day till it's gone and share it with some people, so it's all good. Alright, so like I said, I wanted some more scallions, so here we go, some more scallions. And then 2 celery stalks. And I'm going to split these into thirds. This kind of reminds me of making sushi with cucumber. Now I'm going to fine chop some turmeric and some ginger. Ginger is very potent, so be careful with that. We're just going to put a little bit of each of these. It has good medicinal qualities. If you look up turmeric and ginger on the internet and read up on how healthy and good this stuff is for your digestive system and other things, check that out. Definitely put this in there. Alright, so back to the chicken in the pot in every chicken. I'm going to turn it on to number 3 on the stove top and just warm it. I'm not going to heat it up quickly. I'm going to heat it up in increments. I'm going to start out on number 3. The first thing I'm going to add is the cabbage and the carrots, because those take the longest to cook. And then I'll let that sit in there for a little while. Then I'll add all the other ingredients, and I'll probably add some more water to it. We'll see how it gets. And then right at the very end, like when it's almost done, I'm gonna add some corn, and I probably won't use the whole can. I'm just gonna put a little bit in there and some lemon squeeze and some other spices. So keep watching. I'll show you what we do. It's gonna be delicious. All right, we're starting to warm up over here, so I'm gonna add some cabbage. About 4 handfuls. I'm thinking that's probably enough. Add the carrots. I'm thinking maybe that's not enough. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and chop up a little bit more carrots to put in there. Alright, so I added some more carrots. That's about that's probably about 1 cup to 3/4 of a cup of carrots. We're gonna add some water next. I think I'm gonna go ahead and put 2 regular bottles of water in there. They're about like 16 or 16.9 ounces. So next we'll add some water. Let's get hydration going, flowing in here. Getting souped up. I know, man, chicken soup is super exciting. You know you love it. All right, so now that's starting to warm up. I see a little steam coming off of it. It's starting to smell good in here. I'll show you what it looks like and then we'll add the rest of the vegetables. So here it is. Right now it's just the cabbage, chicken and carrots and broth and water. All right, let's put this stuff in the pot. Alright, so here's what we got so far. I'm going to add some water. I'm going to go ahead and put this whole bottle in there. Got the bok choy going in. About 3 handfuls. I used two smallish bushels. And mix it around, mix it around. And I'll give you a peek at what this looks like as well. So you can kind of like see how balanced it is. Like everything's kind of in balance. There's nothing too much of anything. The main thing I'm going to be careful with is the carrots and the corn because those are high in starch and sugar. So I do want some of that in there, but I don't want to overdo it. I want everything to just kind of, no flavor should dominate anything. I know it looked like I put a lot of onion in there and garlic, but when you cook it, the flavor comes out and it does get diluted, so it's really not that much. In fact, I will add some garlic powder and a little minced onion later, but normally when I make a bowl of this, I'll season it up even more. I'll put even more garlic powder and more minced onion in it and more basil and stuff. So we got some basil coming, we've got some rosemary coming, we got some lemon squeeze coming and a little bit of seasoning. Let me show you what's in the pot and then we'll let it sit for a little while. So as of now, this is how it sits. It might look like I could use a little water in there. Maybe that's true, but I want to see how this reduces down as it cooks. The vegetables will release some water, so the water content might naturally come up just from the heat, drawing the moisture out of the vegetables. We'll make a determination when the time comes. Let's let this sit here for about 20 minutes and we'll come back. Alright, so we're back and the soup is smelling really good. We're going to add the final ingredients and wrap this thing up. I'll give you a look at what it looks like right now. See how there's more water in there now than there was before. I didn't add any water, but you could tell that the vegetables had released moisture from cooking. So now let's add the other stuff. Alright, I'm going to start by adding some corn. I already drained the water out of it. I'm not going to put this whole can in there probably. I'm just going to put probably like half. I know sometimes I'd be hella corny, but I don't want this soup to be super corny. About the same amount as the corn, as the carrots is what I want. And that looks pretty close. Just take a lemon like this. I'm gonna just give it a little lemon squeeze. Not a lot, lemon's pretty potent. A lot of it will evaporate off, but I'm gonna put some garlic powder. I'm gonna put some minced onion. I'm going to put some of this, a little bit more of this, because this is delicious in there. Give it a little spice. And I'm going to put a little bit of this, because you know, we like the heat a little bit. Not too much, you know, just some. That's some. And I'm gonna add some basil. Put some basil in there. Basil makes it nice and savory. Probably about a teaspoon right there. And then, and notice I'm not gonna add any salt. No salt. Because chicken broth is salty already. I usually get low sodium chicken broth, but the regular was on sale, so I got the regular chicken broth. But I'm gonna put, you know, about a teaspoon and a half of fresh ground pepper in here. And I want to add is, let's kick it up a notch. Let's go with my Datu Puti Filipino spicy vinegar, white vinegar. You see it's got the garlic and the peppers in there. Let's put a little bit of that in there, probably about 2 tablespoons. 1, 2. And there's one more thing yet to go, but I gotta go across the street to get that, because we are going to add some fresh rosemary, courtesy of my neighbor's bush that has really nice rosemary. However, they recently had a gardener there who hacked the shit out of this bush, so it's not looking as good as it used to be, but it's still good. I'm gonna go across the street, grab a piece. Alright, this used to be like all thick and bushy and beautiful. Now it looks like Charlie Brown's Christmas tree, but there's still some rosemary there. It'll come back. Alright, I see a piece I like right here. I want this sprig right here, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut this off. Alright, I got it. It's smelling good in here. We're gonna chop up this rosemary and put it in the pot. Now, rosemary has a very strong flavor also, so you want to be careful not to overdo it on the rosemary either. Alright, let's go rosemary. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the burner up a little higher. I'm going to bring it to a point where it's almost boiling, and then I'm going to cut the heat down to low for about 10 or 15 minutes, and I'm going to turn the heat off, and I'm going to let it sit there for about 30-45 minutes, and then it'll be ready. Alright y'all, this soup is ready. The soup is cooked. So I'm going to get a bowl out here so I can show you what it looks like. Looks damn good to me. Get some broth in there. Alright, so this is the end result. That's in the pot. That's my bowl. Let's eat it. Let's try it. Alright, so I started without you. Yeah, it's very good. It's thick, chunky soup. The flavor is really good, balanced, nothing overpowering. I taste a little bit of ginger in that bite. Mild though, it's not too strong. And I'm telling you, even though I was saying, you know, low fat and all that stuff, this is so good with crackers or butter bread, butter toast. It was perfect on its own, just like this. Anyways, try it out. See how you like it. You can modify it. If you like noodles, if you like rice, you can put that in there too. Some people like creamy soup. You can put some cream in there. You know, you can change it up, but it's just an idea. Check it out. Works for me. I'm gonna enjoy it. See you next time. And I know, you know, real ninjas always saying stay fishy and stuff, and that's true. But most of the people that I know who fish and hunt also enjoy cooking, and I hope you don't mind me on Real Ninjas sharing cooking videos, because it all kind of correlates to me. You know, fishing, hunting, cooking kind of all go together. So there's things I do. So anyways, y'all have a good day. Stay fishy and stay cookie, I guess. We'll see y'all later with some soup. Alright, so after that trial run, this is what you do. That's why you don't do it too much at once. You know, I just had my trial run. I just had a little taste, and I'm like, yeah, it's good. It's real good, but it's a little bland. But you don't want to go strong too fast and throw all those flavors in there at once. Start out easy, work your way up in there. Once you get up in there, figure out what's your next move, what you're gonna put on it next, and then that's what I just did. So look in the pot. I just added some seasoning. I'm gonna stir that up in there, and then I will call it good to where, you know, if I give somebody a bowl of this, it's still gonna be mild enough for pretty much everybody. But if you want to, you can still jack it up a little more. So yeah, my suggestion to making food is when you have control over the spices and flavors like this, is to go in easy. Don't try to overdo it or make it exactly the way is your personal preference, your taste, your choice, like how you want it to be. Because a lot of times, like with this soup, you can make a bowl of this soup and say, oh, I want more pepper. We'll put more pepper. But some people don't want more pepper. So I always try to make my food so where it's pleasing to the most amount of people as possible. And if you want to jazz it up a little later with some spice or something, then go for it. There's no reason why you can't do that later. It doesn't have to all go in the pot right now. You know, just try to get it right there somewhere in the middle where everybody's gonna like it. And I think everybody's gonna like it, so that's where it's at right now.